Welcome to Founders Club, the show for real estate entrepreneurs. You had your payday. You've overcome the emotional trauma of your skateboarding career ending. Now you start Commune Capital. What is the long-term vision with Commune Capital? Or what was the initial agenda first, and then kind of where you want to take it?
The initial idea was to do everything Randy did for me for as many athletes as I possibly could, was the initial vision. And I say that in the sense of like, it sounds exclusive to athletes. In the beginning it was, straight up. It was like, I felt very isolated in the sense of like I was on an island by myself because all my friends that were skaters weren't gonna have the same experience that I was fortunate to have, all because my dad was like, yo dog, you're gonna go speak to Randy. And then I had somebody come into my life and actually teach me about money, you know? So it was like, my initial vision was, how can I duplicate him in this next company?
That's great.
And then what ended up happening, and it's really crazy to even talk about, it started off this small, right? For skateboarders. And then it was like, okay, and then we got a golfer, then a football player. And then it was like, it started expanding to other categories inside of skateboarding. What blew me away was the amount of sales guys who resonated with the athlete message. Where for athletes, we have to figure out how to retire in 10 years, right? But a sales guy, when you think about it, they have the same highs and lows that we have of not knowing what the next year is gonna be like, right? For us, like the only security we would have was a 3-year contract. For a sales guy, their really only security is the year that they performed, and then the next year.
And you could have a superstar year, and then the next year could be
bingo. So what really I was like, I guess my eyes were opened in is how much this message relates to more than just athletes. And we started having, I started having a lot of sales guys go, hey dude, I know that pain. Like I know exactly what you're talking about not knowing what the future looks like. And then what would happening is there was a big similarity in an athlete having to reinvent themselves after skateboarding. A sales guy is always having to reinvent himself also. Constantly. It's like there are so many similarities in the two paths, and then we started getting a lot of sales guys being a part of the community. And then it was like we started having entrepreneurs, and it started expanding into a bigger group than I originally intended, which has been humbling and exciting at the same time.
Really amazing.
Yeah.
So on the website it says, and I love this quote, financial freedom isn't a dream, but rather a tangible life worth pursuing. And through Commune Capital, the way I understand the goal is acquiring and repositioning multifamily and mixed-use properties in gentrifying areas.
I don't like that term. If that's still the term, I gotta change it.
Okay.
So, I'm glad you said that. Cause
I'm actually glad you said that too, because I got another hater comment for you.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm so glad you said that. That actually brings me to having to change that. I would say there's a component of investing that only gets you so far, right? The ultimate goal would be for you to invest with us, to have an opportunity to build passive income, but to also be a partner and learn with us like Randy taught me.
I love that.
So there is a big component that the people that are involved in our fund, do we spend time with?
You're really bringing them in.
Oh yeah. I'm glad we had this. I need to put more emphasis on that.
To listen to this full Founders Club interview, go to foundersclub.tv.